Hi, Dr. Natalie Edmond here, she, her pronouns, and I'm here to write a love letter to white people, really to tell white people what I want from you. As a Black person, first generation American descendant of Haitian immigrants, I want white people to fulfill their potential as really great accomplices, co-conspirators, fellow human beings. I want them to be able to explore their history of whiteness. No matter how many generations your family has been here, I want you to really explore how did that immigration process impact your family and your DNA? How does that live in your culture? I want white people to not get caught up in apathy or shame or guilt. I want them to own the part that they have in healing the racial stress and trauma that has always existed in the United States. I want white people to own that there is a racial hierarchy and there always has been. And even if they don't know how it shows up in the world in present day, particularly in the United States, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I want white people to cut out the politeness that gets in the way of us talking about how we can make the world better. I want white people to build their racial literacy, fluency, agility, and somatic resources so that we can have a real intimate conversation about how race always shows up in the room. That there's really no such thing as a race neutral space, that really colorblindness doesn't exist, that really there's a lot of work for us to do and a lot of cross-racial solidarity that can happen. I want white people to learn about the history of oppression in the United States, particularly anti-Black racism. I want white people to understand all of the unconscious bias that lives inside of them. I want white people to notice how the oppressor lives inside of them and let go of being one of the good ones and be less caught up in good intentions and focus more on impact. I want white people to not live in so many segregated places. I want white people to be able to build up the capacity to have an honest conversation with me and other people like me so that people of the global majority, Black, Brown, Indigenous, Asian, Latina, multiracial individuals don't have to take care of them so much. I want white people to be held accountable for the ways in which they do harm, either actively or passively. And I want white people to have compassion for other white people, wherever they are on the journey. I want white people to build up the capacity so they don't get so triggered when words like white supremacy, white body supremacy, white privilege, affirmative action, racial hierarchy, whiteness, white people, when any of these kinds of phrases or phrases like it come up in conversation, that they're just able to go with the flow because they don't take it personally. I want white people to recognize that whiteness is the default. And if we're not talking about race, it's usually because we're defaulting to whiteness. I want white people to notice how much they're losing out by not healing from racial stress and trauma. There's so much more that I want from white people. I mentioned in a recent podcast about how white people have been breaking my heart for years. And I think the more that I do the work of liberation, the more I decolonize, the more I understand how insidious racism and white body supremacy is, the more it's hard to not filter the world from the place of race and see how much it is affecting all of our lives. So I hope that you'll join me on the journey and that you'll do the work, not only for your ancestors, not only for you, but also for all the people yet to come. May we all work towards collective liberation.